Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today with an article from the New York Post. This is dated September 14th, and it says, New York City doctor giving free plastic surgery to victims of Hamas's October 7th attack inundated with threats. I saw this headline. I believe I actually saw it on Twitter, and I was just like, the guy's doing a good thing, and why? I understand why he's being threatened. He's Jewish, and there's a lot of anti-Semites out there, it turns out. But it's just like I don't get it. What do you folks on the left, which is who it is that's probably attacking him, what do you think he's going to be able to do? Like, he's doing a good thing for people. Anyway, let's go into this, and I bet it's going to be a bit ridiculous. I want to see some of these threats that he's getting. What it says, a New York City plastic surgeon who has been treating victims of Hamas's October 7th massacre for free said he and his practice have been inundated with violent threats for almost a year because of his outspoken philanthropy. So Dr. Ira Savetsky says he is now in regular contact with the New York Police Department, FBI, and the mayor's office over the cascade of hate, which at times takes the form of hundreds of harassing calls and messages to his medical practice every day. So I would say there was an initial wave within a few weeks after October 7th, and then I had a huge uptick of threats and attacks in January, Savetsky, who's 39, said. I've definitely increased the security of my office and even our home, and that sucks that he has to go out of pocket to pay for that stuff, because that's not his fault. But who are these folks that are calling him and leaving these messages? I'm not doubting that he's getting them. I'm just this is a few weeks after October 7th. So these people were here's a guy who sounds Jewish. Let's call him. Let's harass him. So yeah, if anybody out there ever listens to this video and you come across this and realize that you're one of those people, you're the bad guy. Okay, you were always the bad guy. But let's keep going here. It says they got a hold of my wife's WhatsApp, and they were sending her pictures of her parents' house in Texas, saying, we're coming for your family, Savetsky recalled. Okay, that is something you should never do. Ever. Okay? And if you're doing that, once again, you're the bad guy in the situation every single time. There's one call to his Park Avenue practice. An unhinged caller warned, I am going to come to your office and beat the bleep out of you. Monday morning, 9 a.m., get ready. Another caller said, I hope you can't say this phrase on YouTube. Hope you self-delete. Says, please self-delete in front of your kids. So these are a bunch of nice people that are contacting him for help. Just some great people here. What possesses you to do this in the first place? Okay, I mean, even if you're and I remember being a kid and prank calling people, but I never was I'm going to tell someone to self-delete. You know, it was like Jerky Boys type crap, if you remember the Jerky Boys, for the older folks out there. It was never anything like, hey, let's make sure we only contact Jewish people, and just a reminder that I am Jewish, and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna tell you to go do things to yourself. I just don't get it. It says, F you disgusting, I'm not gonna repeat that, something criminal, blah blah blah. Savetsky received in an Instagram message. Hopefully somebody will off you. I'm, again, changing the words up here for YouTube purposes. You are the vermin and the scum of this planet. Yep, gotta love all these anti-Semites that popped out. And while I don't doubt that there are people on the right, like the far right, that are doing some of the stuff, it's mostly coming from, I'd say mostly by overwhelmingly, I'm sure, coming from the left. And the folks that you see out on the streets actually protesting against something that nobody has any actual control over here in this country, but okay. Savetsky and his wife, former Real Housewife star Lizzie Savetsky, and I never watched that show, nor do I ever intend to, have long been known for their outspoken support of the state of Israel, efforts which they redoubled after Hamas's deadly October 7th terrorist attack. Over the last year, Ira Savetsky has been offering free reconstructive procedures for American victims of anti-Semitic violence, as well as October 7th survivors. Well, that's a good thing he's doing. The word escapes me. Altruistic, very altruistic thing that he's doing. That's what I meant to say. And he's getting crap for it because he's an Israel supporter. Nice. In June, he operated on an IDF soldier named David who suffered injuries to his face during the attack. Savetsky later met up with him in Israel, where he was recovering through the services of the nonprofit Belev Echad, which provides rehabilitative services to wounded Israeli soldiers. As they got ambushed by about 400 terrorists, and David was there fighting. He unfortunately lost several people in his unit, and he got injured while fighting and also while actually saving a few people, Savetsky said. Okay, so now he's helping an actual hero out. Because that's more than you're going to be able to say about any of the people that are attacking this doctor. They're just people that are on a power trip, and that's all it is. And they're bad. They're just anti-Semites. The Savetsky said he's filed at least 5 police reports since October 7th, but so far there have been no arrests. Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. Finally, finishing it off, says, I have great respect for the law enforcement and believe they are working hard to protect us, taking these threats very seriously, he said, but added that I wish there was more decisive action taken against those who have threatened us. Yeah, I mean, at least with the Instagram thing, can't they, like, see who did it and trace that to some effect? I mean, it's not like the NYPD is useless in that respect. I'm sure they have somebody that could do that or figure that out, and at least I don't know how to do it. I've never done that before, but come on. And, the guy's obviously very high profile considering who to say his wife was it? Yeah, for a Real Housewife star. So she's high profile as well. He's a doctor, a plastic surgeon in New York that lives on Park Avenue. He's well off. I mean, like you guys, I don't want him to pay more money than the extra security he's doing, but it's like, can you not, hire a private investigator or something? I don't know. But this is one of those things, though. The whole point of bringing it up was just to say, like, the people out there that are doing this, they're just crap people. Okay? And I hope this doesn't get this guy down. And he's doing a very good thing for people that need it. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say. I'm kind of just struggling for words at the moment. So, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.